Yeah, he was on part 3. 3 strange things happened to my truck in 2 days, part 3. Alright, he just put on the rear tire that I discovered that had a nail in it. The one that I pulled out in part 1, and now he should be, I don't know if I'm shooting this video at the right time, but he should switch over to the front now, the flat tire in the front. I don't know what I'm gonna, oh yeah, wait a minute. I wish I could go to Freightliner to fix that. They want me to go to TA. I'm gonna go ahead and get in a fight with Western Express again and get what I want. I don't want no bogus, shitty ass looking mud flap on my truck. If it doesn't match, I don't like it. But the hanger brackets, the hanger style coil spring bracket mud flaps that I got right back there, I'm gonna put those on when I own this truck. Or maybe I'll put it on when I have the money to do it on this time or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what he's doing with that other tire. Damn, it's kind of gusty out there. I'm kind of chilly, man. Yeah. I want to see if I can find my shirt or my sweatshirt. Oh, what did I do with it? Oh, man, I can't believe this. Let's see if I can put this on. Just put the rear tire on, the one I discovered, the one I pulled the nail out on. I pulled the nail out with a pair of wire cutters. I just pinched it and squeezed it and yanked the nail out of the tire myself. I could fix this truck pretty good, you know. All I gotta do is just contemplate and plan ahead of time, and then I have it done. The thing is, I don't have the tools to do it, that's all. I don't have the time and the space because I'm too busy driving out here. Alright, you just put the hydraulic jack underneath there. Now you got some kind of jack stand. Sometimes I not only can learn from them, you might as well watch and see if they're making any mistakes. Hold on for a second. Let's see. Yeah, you gotta open the hood to put it through the engine. Yeah.
They got the lock thing on it.
The lock thing?
Don't worry about it.
Oh. No, it could open up. No, don't worry about that. Don't worry about.
I'm gonna go around.
Oh, all right. I could open the hood, you know. Oh, all right. Oh, all right. My hours got charged up. I can't believe 2 hours went by so fast. My 11-hour driving service and my 14-hour service got charged up. My 70 hours got 4 bars. All right, I got charged up, and I got my 8 hours back. My maximum 8 hours. That's the workflow. Nah, that's not it. HRS. Wait a minute, hold up. My sleeper is not all the way charged up. It's 8 hours and 50 minutes. But I got my 8 hours back to max. My maximum 8, and I got my maximum hours of service. Oh yeah, I remember. I know what caused that. The reason why the sleeper is less, because I went on personal conveyance. That's why. Personal conveyance must have patched it up. That's what happened. I went on personal conveyance for like an hour. That's why it charged up so fast. Oh shit, I think 2 people got in an accident. I could see them way down there. That lady's on the cell phone calling the police, I guess. They just hit, them 2 cars must have hit each other. They're making an accident report. It's way down there, that blue car and that brown one next to it. The black lady is standing up next to the blue car, waiting. and the white lady is making a phone call. So I guess they must have hit each other. I don't know. Anyway, shoot. After you get done with this truck, I'm gonna take my laundry to my mom's. I'm gonna walk behind the store back to my mom's house. And then I'll come back, I'm gonna get some DEF fuel. I think I'm gonna get 2 jugs of DEF fuel and put in the truck. I don't feel like buying DEF fuel at the truck stop too many times, because actually I'm putting diesel fuel and DEF fuel separate from the truck stop once in a while. I'm not fueling at the truck stop all the time. I'm using my credit card and I'm going to the gas station side where the car drivers are at, and I'm using their diesel and putting in the truck. I'm putting the fuel gallons in the truck just to get by, just to show some mercy on my paycheck, since the fuel price is up for other reasons. And I'm gonna start buying DEF fuel in the Walmart store or the Target store. Target got it too. Target, Walmart, or wherever, and put it in the truck. Cause I don't feel like my paycheck is getting murdered. The murder in my paycheck's real bad. I'm busting my ass that bad on this job, and this truck is wearing out. Even the tires are wearing out. I'm maxing out X amount of miles. This truck is hardly ever rest. I hardly ever go home. I stay out and live out on the highway every day. I'm busting dollars pretty good. It's just that Western Express doesn't pay that good as Hirschbach and certain other truck companies. They don't pay as good, but it's still good enough for a second-hand truck company though. They had this pay increase in April when I first went lease purchase. I am maxing out 2,000 plus, yes, a week. Not every week. 1,000 here, 1,500, 1,400, 1,007, 1,009, and now I just got my last paycheck was $1,300. It ain't really that well. I hear a lot of people that don't complain about it. It ain't that bad if you go lease purchase with Western Express, but they got better truck companies that could pay more. I know that. I checked out Hirschbach, but I don't like Hirschbach. I don't like Swift. I don't mind JB Hunt a little bit, but I don't want to go near them either. They don't really have the trucks I want. And I'm not into truck companies anymore. This is my last one, and I'm making it my best chance. And it's not only my last truck company. I'm not going to touch any more trucking companies anymore. I'm taking this truck from Western Express, just like I said it 1,000 times. And I'm going I'm going own authority up front. First time experience instead of owner operator. I never experienced owner operator at all. This is my lease purchase position that I'm experiencing now. My next experience after owning this truck is own authority up front. No owner operator for the first time. I don't hate owner operator that bad, but I think if you're ever owner operator, you're gonna be linked up to a regular truck company anyways. Or you might be working for a private truck company, which is own authority, and you're still under their hands. You have a boss dispatching you anyways. That's owner operator position. I think own authority is when you're your own boss. You dispatch your own self, you select your own loads, and you decide which part of the country you want to run. That's own authority, being your own boss. If you're ever owner operator, you're going to be working for a truck company, being dispatched, and you own the truck, or you're going to be under dispatch. You're going to be dispatched by a manager from a own authority company, and you're still owner operator. No, I want to be 100% free. I don't want nobody dispatching me or being in charge, except maybe a certain franchise that will let me be my own boss. they are responsible for firing me if I don't do my job. I don't mind that kind of authority. I just need to boss my own self. I need to dispatch myself, and I need to select which country I want to run. But I don't mind having somebody in charge of me if I don't do my job right. Then I will get fired. I don't mind that. As long as I'm responsible, as long as I'm serious, as long as I'm my own boss, govern my own ship. I'm not saying that I can fire myself and not fire myself and hire myself. No, I didn't expect to have that kind of power. I cannot hire myself to do own authority. I don't think so. I think I got a call on the organization to let me in, and then they give me the authority and the permission to go to run my own show and be my own boss and govern my own ship. But that authority that's letting me do that, they have the power to dismiss me and fire me if I don't do my job right. That's the kind of boss I want to rule over me. That kind of manager. That kind of authority. Not some DM or some, you know, some private manager posing, you know, controlling other trucks such as mine and other people's, dispatching us. I don't want that happening, because I kind of been in their hands already and they didn't prove themselves loyal. Excuse me. I'm getting sick, man. It's like I got rid of the sore throat, but I feel like I'm coming back. Is he work? I didn't know he was working on the front tire. I thought he... Oh, yeah, he is. No, he ain't working on it. It's something else. Oh, yeah. You know something about this part of Georgia? I noticed they have some freaks passing through this place right here. Not the Walmart side going to my house, but they do have some drifters passing through the driveway of my apartment. I'm talking not my house, my mom's apartment, excuse me. On the other side of this neighborhood right here, just about the first 200 or 300 feet, going on 133 south, I think. This going on, you know, just a couple of 100 feet behind this plaza. Over that side, the worst jailbirds are over there. You know what a jailbird is, right? You know the, what do you call it? The southern folk talk, like how the rednecks would call it, jailbird as an ex-con. You know, prisoner, come out of prison and jail. Yeah, jailbird. Yo, there goes law enforcement right there. That's what I was talking about. They got in an accident. Yeah. You remember that part when I told you the asshole that was knocking on my hotel door like this? You remember? 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm sitting in the bed with a laptop computer, and, you know, I'm here diving on the website, checking out my bank account, ordering credit cards and all that, and he come knocking on my my hotel door over on the other side of the other side of the neighborhood. You remember the part where I said that he got blood stain on the thigh part of his pants, and he looked like he had water on it, like he was trying to rub it out. And then he said, "Oh, I cut myself by accident." You remember I gave you that demonstration? And then I called the police on him, and the police slammed him up against the hotel wall. And you heard talking and yelling. That's because he was trying to argue with a cop. He was arguing with a cop. So the cop said, "I don't want to hear any more talking. Just be quiet and shut your mouth," or something. You know, they were both exchanging words, you know. Well, you see, I bagged one. I bagged me a son of a bitch. I nailed a crab. I nailed a predator, or whatever you want to call him. I nailed a sickle. I could have swore, I'm here imagining that he must have stabbed somebody and tried to steal some food or something, you know, like at the store, the gas station that was like a couple of 100 feet next to me. I'm thinking he must have tried to stab the clerk and steal some goods. I'm thinking, you see, it's like I asked 911 and I spoke to law enforcement. I said, "Did you guys have an injured victim at the store or something? Because this guy got blood on his pants." And they said, "No." Well, you know, that was a near miss. I could have swore he stabbed somebody nearby where I was at. But anyways, this place right here and every other part of Georgia, most of the way, they have the worst fucking weirdos, the worst psychopaths. I'm thinking, I already know the rest of the United States is vicious and dangerous, but Georgia is saturated with the worst psychos. They have the oddballs in the worst way. They got the most boldest, fearless idiots. I mean, anything that comes to mind, you'll see it. That's on the other side of this neighborhood right here. You're not gonna want to know what I bought at the Walmart store in Rincon, Georgia. You don't want to know. It's like, I don't know if I want to say it, but according to what I saw over there, it's, oh, not to mention that dog that came out in the neighborhood back there somewhere. The one that came out and tried to attack me. Yeah, I did say that I pulled my knife out and tried to scare him. Well, I bought something better. It's a little bit more scary and nastier. I'm adding more protection to my existence. They got the most loose cannon jailbirds out here, man. This place ain't no joke. So that's why I put the curtains in front of my truck at night. I don't want to climb into this truck too fast because I don't want to upset him. I'm gonna try and move real slow. I know I got my stuff open, but actually this is what I used in front, you know, to get rid of that dog. I scared him off. But the thing is, I got something way much better and more expensive and intense than what they got in the truck stop. A lot better, way much. I mean, like a Rambo, but it ain't really all that. I mean, it's not exactly what, I don't really feel like talking too much about it, but you know what I mean. Way much better than that. Just as sharp and scary, but I don't know, man. It's like, this bitch look expensive. It looked like $1,000. It looked like $100. Look expensive. It smells intense, everything. I can't tell what the hell going to sneak up on me, but it's already happened. I called law enforcement, man, on that guy, and 3 police vehicles came out. There was a police car right there. It wasn't that one. It was like a black and blue SUV, Chevy Tahoe police. That one showed up. And then 2 more police cars showed up because I had the evidence to show. I showed law enforcement. I told him about the blood stain on his pants. So when they showed up, I don't know if he exposed himself or what, but I did make a description of him. And now, instead of them thinking that I'm seeing things, all they got to do is look at the pants and they see it. So now they slammed his ass up against the wall and turned his head. You could hear the commotion going on. You could hear the yelling and talking. So it's like law enforcement over there telling him to be quiet, and him over there trying to defend himself. He over there trying to, you know, get verbal and all that. Well, they bagged his ass and cuffed him anyway. But man, this bitch right here ain't no joke. It doesn't sleep. That's why I stay secluded in my truck. That's the reason I used to have something against putting them curtains in front, but now I'm starting to get that. I'm starting to get used to it now. I'm using the curtains all the time. And in South Carolina, when my tire exploded and I had Goodyear taking care of it, it seemed like I had a lot of odd ones that kept on staring at me. I'm thinking, man, one of them went pull a mover. I'm gonna find one of them up. I didn't know nothing about the neighborhood. I just random select the exit so I could come off the highway and stay out of harm's way. But the thing is, man, breaking down in any vehicle is not fun, because you're not gonna. Oh, before this video cuts off, I'm gonna tell you something scary that happened to me. When I was running away from Hurricane Rita in 2005, I told you all about that part already. You probably forgot. I'm gonna say it again. In 2005, I was running away from Hurricane Rita. Katrina came up first, but I didn't have nothing to do with it. I wasn't in Texas that time. In Houston, Texas. When I moved to Houston, Texas in 2005, Hurricane Rita showed up a while later. And while I was in my minivan trying to, you know, get away from Houston, because it was supposed to hit Galveston, Texas, right? The entire highway was like flooded. No, every back road or route highway, it was saturated with car drivers. You didn't have no space. People was using a bathroom on the side of the road, in the bushes and everything. And the road was out. Every inch of Texas was cluttered with trash. So when I broke down on this back road in the woods, in the trees, yeah, I broke down right there on the side of the road, and two guys showed up in a pickup truck, and both of them rescued me. They not only took me to their house, they took my car. They towed my car to their what do you call it, portable garage next door, like a self garage or something, where they fix cars, fix vehicles. Yeah, it was all decent. It's like a huge shed. It's like a huge iron metal shed. It's real decent. And they towed my car. Fucking son of a bitch. You had to go fucking disturb my ass, you loud ass bitch. Excuse me. Like I was saying, they towed my minivan to their garage, and they introduced me to the pots and pans in the house, the utensils. They introduced me to the bathroom to take a bath. They introduced me to the bedroom. Yeah, it's like I had it easy. But before that, while I was standing up outside, I was talking. I called my brother on the cell phone to tell him what was going on. And then when I handed them my cell phone, that's when they started talking to my brother and said, you don't have to worry about your brother. He's not being kidnapped or anything. Yeah, I know. Me as a grown man, I know I can handle myself. But still, that's kind of scary and dangerous, you know. You could be in the hands of serial killers. That's the reason why these horror movies are so famous. And it is happening in real life. So much for the unfortunate victims. I feel sorry for them. But I don't feel like I want to traumatize myself and upset myself right now. I'm not going to talk about it too much because I'm sensitive to those things. But the thing is, man, I fell into the hands of total strangers that was not my skin shade. And they treat me right. They gave me utmost respect. Both of them was guys too. I don't really feel like talking about people's race because I don't know why. Maybe it doesn't matter to you, but the thing is, to me, I guess I'm sensitive. I don't know. I don't know if I'm offending you. I can't tell if I'm getting in trouble. It's no big deal, but anyways. It's like I was in the hands of these strangers, man. I was in a totally strange place. I did not live there. I did not belong there. I was like 100 miles away from home or something. And I broke down and I fell into the hands of strangers. They took care of me. I showed them respect. They stayed out in the living room and watched TV, but I stayed in the room and rest. So when the hurricane showed up, I just stare through the window and then go back in. And then when the hurricane went, then I got up and my minivan was fixed. It was all done. So whatever caused it, they got defect, they fixed it. And guess what? I got up and I was gone. But the hard part is I had to fight my way back down south to Houston to go back to my apartment. But I made it. I was low on gas. I had to wait in line on the street, and each car to take turns filling up the car. I mean, it was terrible, man. But I finally got gas, and I even put some gas in the other guy's car, and I got out. I can't believe I went through that shit. I hope y'all remember this, man. I ain't fantasizing, yo. This can happen to you too. I'll tell you another one before this video cut off. I did mention it. I'm gonna say it again. In 2014, I was driving my boss's flatbed truck. Not Western Express. I'm talking about one of them private truck drops from Craigslist. Well, I actually flagged that guy down. I ran into him. It was a mechanic that was fixing the other guy's truck. And I got his name and his number, and I asked him if I could work for him, and that's when I started driving his truck. So it's like I broke down in his truck like a couple of times. And when as a matter of fact, this time I ran out of fuel. I went walking down I-75. I had car drivers tooting the horn, you know, on and off when I was on the side carrying the gas can, the fuel jug. And I got picked up off the road 3 times in one day. Yeah, it sounds like a fantasy horror show, but it's not. It actually happened. I got picked up 3 times in one day within 1.5 hours or 2 hours, because I had to walk away from the truck and walk about a mile down the road to get on the exit ramp and go to the gas station and put fuel in it, to put diesel in it. So 3 times I got picked up by car drivers. I kept repeating the same process. They would take me back to the truck, or I walk back and then put fuel in it, because you know you gotta keep repeating trips so you can full the tank, pull at least 5 gallons in there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I went with 2 elderly couples, then a couple of adults in the front. Oh man, my mom is calling me. Alright, I'm gonna have to cut y'all later, alright? I got a phone call. My mom's calling me right now. I'll check y'all later.